Yo, family. Oh my god, bro. We finally back in action. Like, bro. And then, I did a finally back video and I was going to drop a Valentine's Day video. I said, "Dad, let me slow it down. Alright, so we did we back video already. But I was going to supposed to drop another video, which was going to be another in-person video. But I couldn't do that because goddamn gone. I ain't had time to do it on Valentine's. I was gonna drop it on Valentine's Day, but my first Valentine's Day, I might do it next year though. But cause I still got the video, I just didn't drop it cause I just didn't have time to do it on Valentine's Day. But shit, for the most part, bro, we back, man. I just I kind of just learned it. My app I'm using, kind of just learned it, and man, bro, it's getting kind of easier to me. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. I don't do a lot of editing, so it's not that hard for me. Cause you know what I'm saying? For a lot of people who do a lot of editing and you know what I'm saying, doing different type of stuff, it's gonna be easy. Like I said before, the background a little different because I changed my gaming room. Cousin live with me now, so you know I had to shift out my gaming room. But we'll be in the gaming room soon. Probably sometime next year, if I move out of here. We'll see, man. But today, man, we got a nice little bang for y'all boys, man. We back with reactions for right now until I can get my gaming stuff back up. Once I get my gaming stuff back up, we back on what I was doing, my gaming series, back what I was doing. But once I get once I get that right and I figure out everything and I get that right, we straight back on it. But look, today, man, we got a banger, man. We got a banger for y'all boys, man. Today we are reacting to. Hold on. So we are reacting to people who outlived their insane prison sentences, like people who live over, like somebody got sentenced to 56 years to life, and they end up goddamn going surpassing that, and it's just crazy. But you know what I'm saying, shit happens. But I just want to see it. I want to see this craziness. But hey, man, I ain't gonna do no more talking this straight into the vid, man.
Sentence. Welcome back. Charlie here. These criminals were sentenced to decades behind bars, but lived longer than their prison sentences. From people wrongly sentenced to decades in jail, to dangerous criminals set free after serving more than 70 years. First, we have to look at Ricky Jackson. Can you imagine being in prison for 40 years of your life for a crime you didn't commit? Well, that actually happened to this man. When Ricky Jackson was only 19 years old, he was arrested for a crime he did not commit. Police said he took the life of a salesman named Harry Franks. The only evidence cops had was a witness statement from a 13-year-old named Eddie Vernon. Aside from that one witness, there was
Bro, I would be so mad, bro. Like, just imagine that, like, bro, you really listen to a 13-year-old saying he seen me. It was the 13-year-old even black or white? Cause that would have pissed me off. Like, bro, are you serious? You didn't listen to the adult saying, "Oh yeah, that's how the dude look." You know what I'm saying? He'll draw it out. You listen to a 13-year-old. Bro, I would have been so mad, bro. I swear to you, I would have been so mad.
zero physical evidence. Despite this, Ricky Jackson was found guilty. He was initially given the death sentence, but after several appeals, this was changed to a life sentence. Ricky was sent to prison in 1974. He thought he was going to die behind bars, but in 2013, the witness, Eddie Vernon, broke down in tears. Eddie admitted he did not see Ricky take the life of Harry Franks, and instead was coerced into saying this by cops. It turned out Eddie Vernon never even saw the attack take place. This shocking revelation meant that Ricky Jackson was finally released. He was given freedom in 2014 after spending 4 decades behind bars. But
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro, I've been so hurt, bro. I would have sued the hell out of them, though. I ain't gonna lie. I would sue the hell out of them. I spent, how many years I spent in here? 40 years, and I'm gonna need at least 40 million. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I need 20 million, 40 million. I need something million. I know what I'm saying, my life fucked up, but my family life would be straight. That's all I can say. My family and my life would be straight for the rest of my life. Y'all already fucked me for 40 years, bro. Like, that's what I would have did. Me personally. I'm sorry, cause ain't no way.
sadly, this meant he was now an old man at the time. Ricky Jackson was given $18 million in compensation.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. I would have did that same thing. Hey, give me that. Hey, give me that. No cap.
But some say that's not enough for all of those decades lost. But would you take $18 million to lose 40 years of your life? Personally, I definitely wouldn't. Moving on, we have to look at Betty Smithee. Betty Smithee is America's longest-serving female inmate. In 1963, this woman took the life of a minor. For this crime, she was given a life sentence. But while she was behind bars, she managed to escape 4 times, although she was caught again every time. Eventually, she decided to stop trying to escape and instead improve her life. She got educated behind bars and began writing poetry. In 2003, Betty applied for parole. She was rejected, but in 2012 she appealed again, and this time she was finally freed. She spent 49 years behind bars, but was finally made a free woman at 69 years old. Some said she should never have been released due to her crimes.
I ain't lying. Bro, she broke out of prison 4 times, and she killed the child, and she got released? Let her have been a black person. Boy, we've been fucked up.
But the judge believed Betty had changed behind bars. What do you think? Is 49 years in prison enough or not? Moving along, we have to look at Thomas Trantino. In 1963, Thomas Trantino got drunk. He then got into an altercation with 2 cops and ended their lives. He was arrested a few days later and in court was given the death penalty.
That bitch got out? This nigga got the death penalty and he got out? Nah, this nigga killed 2 cops, bro. 2 cops. 2 cops. You know how much it is to kill 2 cops, bro? And this nigga got out? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of wild, bro. I ain't gonna count. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me, gang. It's crazy to me.
Was on death row for 8 years until 1971. That was when New Jersey abolished the death penalty, meaning that Thomas's sentence was changed to life behind bars. While he was locked up, Thomas wrote 2 books. In 2002, he applied for parole and, surprisingly, was released. He spent 39 years in prison, making him New Jersey's longest-serving prisoner. Some people, especially cops, were annoyed that he was released. But do you think nearly 4 decades is enough for what Thomas did? Moving along, we have to look at Joseph Ligon. In 1953, 15-year-old Joseph Ligon was sentenced to life in prison. You see, Joseph had got drunk and decided to do some robberies. This caused 6 men to be injured and 2 men to lose their lives. Joseph Ligon was found guilty for what he did and was sentenced to life behind bars. Decades went by, but in 2016, the law changed. It was ruled that life sentences for juveniles were unconstitutional. As a result, Joseph was released in 2017. He had spent 68 years behind bars, going in at age 15 and leaving at age 83. But here's the surprising thing. Although Joseph was free,
long ass time, bro. Like, Jesus, going to that. Like, at that point, just keep me in jail, but that's already my home. Like, fuck it. At that point, bro, ain't no point even let me out. That's my home. Fuck it, bro. Like, God, that's a long ass time. They had mugshots of this nigga every 10 years. Like, good God. Like, bro, what the freak?
to go, he refused. He had spent 68 years behind bars and was too used to jail life. So instead, he preferred to stay in prison, which is where he still is today.
Oh my God, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, exactly, bro. I'm gonna stay in prison, bro. Like, if I spent 62 years of my life in prison, bro, you might as well just keep me there. At this point, I know every goddamn body. They my family. I done met new people. I done seen every goddamn thing I need to see in here. What's the point? What's the point of letting me out? What's the point of letting me out? Don't let me out now. You might as well just come in jail, interview me. Just make me feel like a free person. You know what I'm saying? If I'm free, make me feel like a free person. Don't make me feel like a prisoner. But at the same time, ain't no point in letting me out either. I'm 83. Like, bro, I'm 83. Y'all already treating me bad for fucking 50 to 60 years. Like, bro, at this point, it's like what do you want with me? Like, no, just keep me there. That's what I'm saying. Exactly what he just said. Exactly what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's just crazy.
this day. Next, we have to look at Charles Ford. In 1952, this man was sentenced to life in prison and spent 64 years behind bars, all for a crime he did not commit. He was not even at the scene of the crime. He had allegedly taken someone's life. Some said that Charles was profiled by the judge and jury, meaning that despite the little evidence, he was still given a life sentence. It turned out Charles's lawyer never submitted an appeal. He was 20 when he went into prison, and was 84 years old when he came out, meaning that he spent a whopping 64 years behind bars. Charles was released into a nursing home as he was too old to look after himself. So while he was released, he basically lost his entire life to prison.
Funny fact, right? Funny fact. But I let y'all not, bro. Bro, nursing homes and assisted living, they actually get people from prison. I let you not. It was a lady who came to my nursing home, right? She came to my nursing home. I mean, the lady was mean as hell, bro. She didn't even want to come inside the nursing home. She was like, I ain't living in this town. You might as well take me back to jail. She had a whole jumpsuit on and everything. When I tell you, they released them and bring them straight to the nursing home. That's actually facts. Like, that's actually true. Like, it's not no lie. Like, they actually released them and bring them right there, bro. Just for them to act crazy there, too. Man, but that's facts, though. Okay.
When Charles was released, he began crying in court. Next, we have to look at John Bunce. This man is New York's oldest inmate. He ended the life of his wife of 17.5 years. John Bunce and his wife Virginia got into an argument. Things escalated and John used a hammer to end Virginia's life. John Bunce was given a life sentence for what he did. He was set to be released when he was aged 112, but instead he was released early when he was age 94. He was released in order to get medical care. That's because prisons find it too hard to look after people who are so old. But in 2014, at the age of 94, John Bunce passed away. He is still the oldest ever inmate New York has had. Moving on, we have to look at Harvey Stewart. Harvey Stewart is a man who's been to prison many times throughout his life. In 1951, he was given a 10-year sentence for armed robbery. He was released but was soon put back in jail. This was for ending the life of a man named James Laird. Harvey Stewart escaped prison many times, but was quickly recaptured every time.
Like, bro,
he was later.
How is these niggas getting out, bro? Like, they are escaping prison, they committing murders. Like, just send them to life. Like, death sentence, something. Like, these niggas are obviously bad. They're obviously bad, bro. Like, so, like, what? Like, bro, I don't get it. Meanwhile, I can sentence to a nigga for just robbing somebody else, sentence a nigga to life. Get them death sentence, but y'all can't sentence them to life? Nah, it's crazy, bro. Like, that's wild, bro. That's wild.
Released in 1985 after serving only 9 years. But only 16 months later, Harvey was arrested yet again, this time for robbing a bank. This guy really does love jail. He served 59 years behind bars, and was finally released in 2011. This was mainly because of his old age and declining health. He was 83 years old by the time he was released. He outlived all of his family and friends, which meant he had no prison visits in over a decade. When Harvey Stewart was interviewed about his time in prison, he said this: "Imagine that, 60 years down in this damn hole. I wouldn't recommend it." Harvey's right, he really did waste his entire life behind bars. I think this man is proof that crime is not worth it. Next, let's look at John Franzese. John Franzese was a member of one of the USA's most deadly mafias. That is, the Colombo crime family. He soon gained a reputation as one of the mafia's most dangerous thugs. He claims to have ended over 50 lives, but he was never convicted for this. Instead, he was given a life sentence for a different crime. That was orchestrating many bank robberies around the USA. He was given 50 years behind bars. In 2011, John was released at the age of 93. In 2011, at the age of 93, John Franzese was given an extra 8 years behind bars. This was for extortion extortion and loan sharking. In 2017, he celebrated his 100-year-old birthday behind bars, and was released later that year. In total, John Francese spent over 40 years in the can, meaning that he basically lost half of his life. I guess that's the price you pay when you're in the mob. Finally, let's look at James Moore. In 1962, James Moore ended the life of a 14-year-old named Pamela Moss. He was given a life sentence. While in prison, he did various jobs and also got an education. He requested to be released 20 times, but every time the judge said no. That was until June of 2022. He was finally released after spending 60 years behind bars, but he is now in full-time care and had to have both of his legs amputated. Now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below, do you think life sentences should be allowed or not?
Man, bro, look. I ain't gonna lie. That's too long. I ain't gonna long to be in jail, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Then you doing like a what? You're doing a 15-minute crime, bro. You got to spend 63 years in jail, 20 years in jail, 55 years in jail, 40 years in jail. It's just not recommended, bro. It's just stupid. Why would you do that to yourself? Like, I just feel like anybody would do that to themselves, they just fucking themselves, honestly, bro. Like, it's just crazy, though. But, hey, man, y'all comment down below which one was probably the craziest one. My opinion, the craziest one was probably... The crazy one, in my opinion, was the dude. Which one was it? I think it was something in the middle. When the dude had did all that and he had a life sentence. No, he had the death penalty and still released his nigga. The New Jersey one, that's one of the one. That's the worst one I ever seen, bro. That's crazy. But hey, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, bro. We back and we keep coming in, man. Tune in for the next one, guys.